Wer ficken will, muss freundlich sein, is the name of the song we're going to talk about today.
Doch weiß genau, ja, wer ficken will, muss freundlich sein.
Hi, I'm Olivia, and on this channel you're going to learn German in a very entertaining way. We're going to look at songs or movies or all kind of media, because I would really like to show you how Germans really speak German with all the everyday expressions and so on. But before we get started, I would like to thank you all for all your kind messages and comments during my absence this summer, asking me when the next videos are going to be published on this channel. For me, it's really a pleasure to see that you guys enjoy what I'm doing here and like this approach. And now, let's get started.
Du hast ihn kennengelernt und warst so aufgeregt.
Du hast ihn kennengelernt und warst so aufgeregt. You met him for the first time, you got to know him and were so excited. Aufgeregt can mean excited, like in this context, but it also can mean nervous. For example, ich bin immer aufgeregt, wenn ich eine Prüfung schreibe. I'm always nervous when I'm having an exam.
Am nächsten Tag hast du's gleich all deinen Freundinnen erzählt.
Am nächsten Tag hast du's gleich all deinen Freundinnen erzählt. The next day, right away, you told this to all your friends, to all your female friends.
Er ist voll nett und so, meldet sich jeden Tag.
Er ist voll nett und so, meldet sich jeden Tag. Voll means actually full if it stays alone, but voll plus an adjective actually only means very or completely or totally plus that adjective. For example, das ist ja voll toll. This is so great, this is really great, this is completely, totally great. Or das ist ja voll scheiße. This is completely uncool, shit, whatever. This und so means something like and stuff like this or and so on maybe. It's not so easy to translate it directly. But let's look at another example. Was hast du am Wochenende gemacht? What did you do on the weekend? And one can say, nichts Besonderes, ich war nur zu Hause und so. Nothing special, I was just at home and so on. So maybe I cleaned a bit up, I did stuff like this, what you do when you're at home. Or I could also ask you, wie findet ihr meine Videos? What do you think about my videos? Sind sie verständlich und so? And what I intend to ask you is if you understand what I'm talking about, if you understand what I'm explaining, and so on. But also feel free to give me some other kind of feedback that is related to my videos and your understanding, or if you like them or not, what you like, what you don't like. So I'm like not only asking you if you understand, but it's like a very general question and it's like an open subject.
Er ist voll anders als die anderen, nicht so ein Mega-Arsch.
Er ist voll anders als die anderen, nicht so ein Mega-Arsch. He is totally different than the others, nicht so ein Mega-Arsch. We use mega a lot also in front of adjectives or nouns in order to kind of emphasize it. Like it's something like extremely. You can also say, das ist mega schön, this is extremely beautiful.
Ja, und du denkst echt, du könntest seine Freundin sein.
Ja, und du denkst echt, du könntest seine Freundin sein. Ja, and you really think you could be his girlfriend. Könntest is, by the way, Konjunktiv 2, and it shows something, some possibility, something that's theoretically possible, and it shows something that's theoretical possible, something that doesn't really have to be true now, but could be true.
Doch weiß genau, ja, wer ficken will, muss freundlich sein.
Doch weiß genau, genau means exactly, weiß genau, he knows exactly, or actually better, he's perfectly aware of, ja, wer ficken will, muss freundlich sein. Yeah, so who wants to fuck has to be friendly.
Denn Frauen täuschen den Orgasmus vor, Männer die Liebe.
Denn Frauen täuschen den Orgasmus vor, Männer die Liebe. Vortäuschen means to pretend, to simulate, to fake. Frauen täuschen den Orgasmus vor, women fake the orgasm. Männer die Liebe, men the love.
Und wenn du sagst, das stimmt so nicht, dann kennst du noch nicht viele.
Und wenn du sagst, das stimmt so nicht. And if you say, this is not true like this, dann kennst du noch nicht viele. Then you don't know many of them. But let's look at this, das stimmt. Das stimmt is an expression that is used quite often. Stimmt is a verb and comes from stimmen, which can have many translations and senses. But in this context, it means that this is right like this is true like this. You can also just say stimmt, and then you agree with someone. So you say something like true or I agree, that's right. And stimmt is just the short form of das stimmt. This is true, that's right. You can also ask, stimmt das? Is this true or is this right?
Männer lächeln dich so süß an und sie tun immer so nett.
Männer lächeln dich so süß an und sie tun immer so nett. Men smile at you in such a cute way. Süß means actually sweet, but also cute. And attention, we have here the verb anlächeln. Männer lächeln an. We have this particle anlächeln. So you smile at someone. It's not just lächeln, which means to smile. Und sie tun immer so nett. And they act like they were nice. Or they act in a nice way.
Das Einzige, das sie wollen,
Doch, das Einzige, das sie wollen. But the only thing they want,
das bist du.
das bist du. That's you.
Und zwar nackt in ihrem Bett. Nackt in ihrem Bett.
Und zwar nackt in ihrem Bett. Let's look at this und zwar. And it's important that we look at the combination because zwar alone can also mean something else. Und zwar means namely or to be precise. So for example, I could tell a friend, ich habe eine Wohnung gefunden und zwar in der Münchner Straße 8. I found an apartment and to be more precise in der Münchner Straße 8. So, und zwar nackt in ihrem Bett. And to be more precise, naked in their bed.
Und dann schicken sie dich weg.
Und dann schicken sie dich weg. And then they send you away. Also here, attention, we have wegschicken, it's the verb. We have again a particle, weg. To wegschicken means to send away, to dismiss.
Du weißt du was, ich glaube, das soll einfach mit uns beiden nicht sein.
Weißt du was? You know what? Ich glaube, das soll einfach mit uns beiden nicht sein. I think this thing with the two of us is just not supposed to be. It's not meant to be.
Aber ich muss jetzt auch dringend weg.
Ich muss jetzt auch dringend weg. But I also have to leave now urgently. Dringend means urgent, urgently. And we have here the very common expression, ich muss weg. This means I just have to leave, I have to go. And we use it without the verb gehen, which means to go. You know, it's just some kind of short form from weggehen, to go away, to leave. And it's enough to say, ich muss weg, instead of ich muss weggehen.
Und jetzt heulst du wieder die ganze Nacht.
Und jetzt heulst du wieder die ganze Nacht. Heulen means in this context to cry loudly. And now you cry again all night long. Die ganze Nacht, the whole night.
Ey, was hast du dir da nur schon wieder angelacht?
Ey, was hast du dir da nur schon wieder angelacht? Angelacht. What means angelacht here actually? It comes from anlachen. So, lachen means to laugh. Anlachen means to laugh at somebody. But in this context, anlachen means actually something else. And we have the expression sich jemanden anlachen. And unfortunately, I could not find a perfect translation for this. It goes into the direction of to pick up someone, but it's actually the lighter version of that. So for example, when you're out with friends and there are also other people there, and then you maybe like some person there and you smile at them, and then you get in contact to them, get in touch, and kind of manage to win them for you, like win them to find you also nice. It can be to pick up someone, but it's actually more like to get to know someone new. So what kind of person have you met this time, or what kind of person are you hanging out with this time? So maybe again someone that's not really satisfactory.
Du Du denkst, einen besseren Typen kannst du nicht finden.
Du denkst, einen besseren Typen kannst du nicht finden. You think you can't find a better guy. Einen besseren Typen. Der Typ means type, but also just guy.
Der ist bestimmt gar nicht so, der hat nur Angst, sich zu binden.
Der ist bestimmt gar nicht so, er hat nur Angst, sich zu binden. He's for sure not like that, he's just afraid of committing.
Und du denkst echt, du könntest seine Freundin sein.
Und du denkst echt, du könntest seine Freundin sein. And you really think you could be his girlfriend.
Doch er weiß genau, ja, wer ficken will, muss freundlich sein.
Doch er weiß genau, but he's perfectly aware of the fact that, ja, wer ficken will, muss freundlich sein. Who wants to fuck has to be friendly.
Ich meine, das ist mir jetzt auch unangenehm und es tut mir auch ein bisschen leid, aber es ist halt kompliziert.
Ich meine, das ist mir jetzt auch unangenehm. Unangenehm means awkward, uncomfortable. So he says, I mean, this is also awkward for me, or I'm also embarrassed now. Und es tut mir auch ein bisschen leid. And I'm also a bit sorry for this. Aber es ist halt kompliziert. But it's just complicated. This halt is here just some kind of, it's just complicated. It is like this, it is like this, it's complicated. It doesn't really have always the same translation. And it's also something that you really use in the spoken language. It's something you just use it like that without even really intending to use it. You just use it because you're kind of used to it.
Ich meine, Frauen, die wollen Liebe.
Ich meine, Frauen, die wollen Liebe. I mean, women, they want love.
Und Sicherheit.
Und Sicherheit. And safety.
Und Kinder. Viele Kinder.
Und Kinder. And children. Viele Kinder. Many children.
Zuneigung.
Und Zuneigung. And affection.
Und Aufmerksamkeit.
Und Aufmerksamkeit. And attention.
Und ein offenes Ohr. Und einen Superhelden.
Und ein offenes Ohr. And an open ear, but I think in English it can also have some other meanings if you say an open ear. But what he wants to say is that women want someone that listens to them.
Und das am besten alles in einer Person und zeitgleich.
Und das am besten alles in einer Person und zeitgleich. And all this preferably in one person and zeitgleich, at the same time.
So, und wir Männer?
So, und wir Männer. So, and now, we, men.
Ich meine, wir wollen doch einfach nur ficken.
Ich meine, wir wollen einfach nur ficken. I mean, we only want to fuck.
Und ein bisschen Geschlechtsverkehr.
Und ein bisschen Geschlechtsverkehr. And a little bit of sexual intercourse.
Und ein bisschen ab und zu mal Sex.
Und ein bisschen ab und zu mal Sex. And from time to time, a little bit of sex.
Und wenn du zeitgleich mit uns vögeln könntest, wär's super.
Und wenn du zeitgleich mit uns vögeln könntest, wär's super. Vögeln has actually nothing to do with birds. If you know the word Vogel, the bird, it means actually also to fuck. And if you could also fuck with us at the same time, it would be great. So you see, this song doesn't have many complicated words, but it has a lot of words or expressions that you use in the spoken language. As usual, you're going to find a worksheet related to this song on Patreon. I'm going to highlight the most important words, expressions, and you also find 3 different levels. So words that you should know as a very beginner, words that you should know as an intermediate level, and words that you should know as someone that's more advanced. So feel free to learn only the stuff that seems necessary to you or relevant for you in accordance to your German level. You can just sing along and learn or focus only on those words or expressions that seem to be important to you. You don't have to learn all the words from the song or all expressions. And here I would also like to thank everyone that subscribed to my Patreon page and is supporting me there. And now that I'm back, I'm also going to post more often. So I hope you enjoy studying German and see you next time. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.
Und dann schicken sie dich weg.